Donald Trump and his top aides demanded on Wednesday that Ukraine accede to an American-designed proposal that would essentially grant Russia all the territory it has gained in the war, while offering Kiev only vague security assurances. The American plan, which would also explicitly block Ukraine from ever joining the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, was rejected by President Volodymyr Zelensky of Ukraine, whose long-running dispute with Trump broke into the open 2 months ago in the Oval Office. The proposal also appears to call for the United States to recognize Russia's 2014 takeover of Crimea. There is nothing to talk about, Mr. Zelensky said. This violated our constitution. This is our territory, the territory of Ukraine. Mr. Trump shot back on social media that Ukrainian president was being inflammatory and said he would only prolong the killing field. Trump suggested the proposal was on the verge of acceptance by President Vladimir Putin of Russia. I think we have a deal with Russia, he told reporters at the White House. The problem, he suggested, was Zelensky. Vice President J.D. Vance struck a similar theme while traveling in India. He said the United States would walk away from the peace process if both Ukraine and Russia refused to accept American terms, but Zelensky was clearly the target. We've issued a very explicit proposal to both the Russians and Ukrainians, and it's time for them to either say yes or for the US to walk away from this process. Mr. Vance told reporters the only way to really stop the killing is for the armies to both put down their weapons to freeze this thing and to get on with the business of actually building a better Russia and a better Ukraine. It was not clear whether the US announcements were part of a pressure campaign to force Zelensky to make territorial concessions or whether they were designed to create a pretext for abandoning American support for Ukraine. But the US is essentially settling on a deal that favors the aggressor in the war, one that forces Ukraine to accept a forceful rewriting of its border and give up its hope of eventually joining NATO, as other former Soviet republics have.